Uh, we're actually like,
Yeah.
how are you? How are you doing?
Hi guys.
Yeah. Today we have a new person on the seat.
Hot seat.
Yeah.
Welcome so much, Taylor. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Shandikani Taylor. I'm from Mali.
Say it slowly.
My name is
Mhm.
Shandikani Taylor. I'm from Mali. I'm from South Africa. I am currently doing my master's in business development.
Mm.
Oh, I'm passionate about social entrepreneurship and the development of Africa at large, and very curious about the cybersecurity industry.
Wow. And you, Edda? What do you
My
want to
name
tell
is
us?
Edda.
No, we know you are Edda. What do you want to tell our guests? What are we speaking about today?
Today we are speaking about what are we speaking about?
How abroad experiences are shaping our mindsets in regards to business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh no, we should start with Taylor.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
think that's a very interesting topic to discuss, more especially we are business students.
Yeah.
I remember last year we were actually discussing how being exposed to different cultures is actually changing our perspectives and also putting us out there. You know, for me as somebody who has always been very much interested into and passionate about entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship, I would say ever since I moved abroad and studying business, actually I get now to understand that we do business differently in different cultures. You know, we view business differently, and our markets are very different. So even how we market our business, because I'm not saying when I build a business it's only for Africa, it's only for South Africa, but I want to go global. So being here actually teaches me how I can better communicate with people from Asia, because now I have friends from Asia, and then when they tell me like other things, you're like, oh, that's how you do it, you know. So it's like I now know that how strict Japanese are, and if you're having a meeting, a business deal with Japanese people, there's certain things that and behavior that you need to show as a way of respect to them, and you actually need to be punctual, you know. So those are things that you actually get to learn to say. It's not only limited to Africa, it's not limited to South Africa. I can show up at any time and business goes on, you know. So it's just also putting you in different markets and know how to market from that perspective, because it's like we need to think global when we talk about entrepreneurship. So I think it's really a good learning experience for myself.
Wow, I really love how you said. I will just speak from the marketing point of view.
Yeah.
And I was discussing with a few friends of mine, and they were talking about how different areas of this world, like different continents, are marketed to differently. Especially, maybe you find they're segmented in a certain way, and specific products are actually made specifically for that market. Maybe you can look at the phones or the car industry. You would find for us in Africa, cars, brands like Audi, BMW, these are very luxurious cars, Mercedes and stuff. But here in Europe, like those are the vehicles you're seeing on a daily basis, and most people have them, right? But now in Africa, you find the mostly these Toyota vehicles are very rampant. I would say it like for Kenya, and they're very much affordable as compared to the Mercedes and Audis, which are slightly priced a little bit higher. The same thing to the phone industry. You find maybe in such a market, iPhone and these Samsung phones, they're really positioned for this specific market. But in Africa, you would find specific specs about the phones being given to them, still serving the same needs, and they're getting value like just the iPhone and the Samsung, but it's much affordable for that specific market. And you would find what is very common here might be positioned there and branded as very luxurious, which is not the same case here. So I really like how you said it really changes completely your perspective, and I would totally agree, especially on the marketing bit.
Yeah.
Especially when I came here, what I was surprised most is seeing Tesla as a Bolt.
Exactly.
Tesla, all printed in yellow. Bolt.
That's
Some people have
shocking,
never
actually.
seen Tesla back home.
Yeah.
Actually. And we view it as a very luxurious
Yeah.
car. And I totally agree with both whatever that you have said. And what I can add on to it
Yeah.
is that I can say this having the global perspective, just maybe I can speak now for my business specifically. It has helped me know how to actually speak to different people,
Yeah.
because you realize that whatever matters to a Chinese or whatever matters to an Indonesian is different from whatever really matters to
Yeah.
So maybe for me it's social impact, but maybe to them it's something different. So having that understanding just helps you come up with different products for those specific different markets.
Wow.
And I think it has really redefined how I even want to see my business coming up as I grow my business. And I think it's very important to actually have that global mindset and that global shift, because then it would mean that we will be focusing just on our African market and not going globally. It's not because we don't want to go globally, but just because we've not understood what really matters to them.
That's true. I actually remember the other time in class I was arguing, we're talking about building resort and everything. It was just an idea to say strategic marketing. So strategies of marketing this resort and everything. So they were like, we need to come up with ideas on how we can expand it in Hungary, what we can do. So I'm bringing ideas that I understand. They work in Africa, they work in South Africa, and I'm coming up with them. When I'm presenting them, literally everybody's not understanding. And even other of my fellow Africans, they are like, no, that cannot work. I am sticking to my story. Even the lecture, I'm like, this will work. It works back home. And this is how it's done. I'm giving them evidence of how it has worked and everything. And they're like, that type of marketing cannot work in Hungary. First of all, this is like an aging population. There has to be even when you're doing you're bringing a product, there's a certain way of marketing. There's certain things that you need to consider within the country and everything. So I was just like, I don't understand, but I understand. But I think it's a very interesting perspective to know that even the same products, even iPhone, how cheap it is in China. So even how they market it, it's not luxury. But it's very luxurious to us, and the prices are very different, as you mentioned with Tesla and all that. So I think it has been a really, really interesting thing to actually learn, and that this experience, you can't trade it for anything else. It's a game changer.
All right, that is it.
That's it for today.
Yes, guys. Your
Thank you
business
so much.
moguls have spoken.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, Taylor, for coming as well to just honor our invitation. Thank you so much. It was nice to have you, and thank you for all your words and your wisdom. Continue being passionate with whatever that you're doing.
Thank you. And you guys, I admire your work. I believe in balance it, guys. I see it as huge, and I know that you guys will continue to make impact, and you will look back someday and be like, wow, we did that. So continue doing the work that you're doing. We are watching, we are being inspired, and we are learning.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, and until next time,
Bye.
Traditions.